Greg and Paulo attended the same high school together, but neither one remembered the other. Greg was a B-average wallflower with a whiff of halitosis. Something that was the size of a smartphone lay in his pant pocket. We, I just want to commend you on what you said, Greg said, looking at Paulo in strange wonder. Did Paulo just wince or smile? You mean the Jose thing? Forget it. Looking back, it did sound a little salty. No, no, it's fine. We think the same thing. It's ridiculous what they expect us to do every day. We just don't say it out loud because we don't want to lose our jobs. And I do? Well, happy to be of service. Dane watched in bemusement. Usually, this worked the other way. The first several weeks were the period in which coworkers interacted with everyone and anyone. Like children, they entered the scene with clear, open minds and had yet to learn and adopt the decorum, protocol, and politics of their environment. Once the illusion of choice faded away, people didn't change, but behaved more naturally. Aspects of their true selves boiled to the top of the pot and sometimes over the rim. They sought validation in individuals and power in numbers. They accepted others that were like-minded or agreeable and rejected, sometimes vocally, those that were different or potentially aberrant. Some who were called out on this might have blurted lines like, "We're all in this together," or "We are all on the same team." But more often than not, they were just quick, cheap ways to rationalize their discrimination. But in this room, at this moment, time seemed to move, not backwards, but somewhere new. You know, Greg said, we haven't talked, but you seem like a pretty cool guy. Paulo looked at Dane, then at Matter, then Zoe, and back at Greg. Really? You speak your mind and make jokes, Zoe replied. We like that. Her gaze focused on both Greg and Paulo, as if her eyes were multitasking. Paulo almost blushed. Zoe was a pretty, fleshy woman with big breasts. Hair ran over her bespectacled face in wavy and swirled streams. She was just a woman with whom he could scrub. Scrubbing was a kind of forced motorboating that was initiated by the woman, another one of Paulo's inventions. He tried to act with one of his ex-girlfriends, but she lacked the amplitude he preferred. Thanks, Paulo said. Slowly, uncontrollably, Greg and Zoe closed in on him. Dane watched disturbingly. But you guys aren't going to crush me, are ya? Well, Zoe could be fun. Crush? Greg said, in that faraway Tanner Connor voice. Paulo cleared his throat and turned his head from side to side. Oh, ha, boundaries. Right, my error. Error? Dane thought. It's okay, Paulo said, trying to sound confident. I guess it's just my mind. It's magnetic. He illustrated his quip with a kind of mind equals blown gesture. Hey, Matter said, we hear you know a lot about tech. How did they know that? I never told them. I don't think Paulo had. Dane continued to watch. I'm well versed, yes. You think it's possible for a piece of tech to spy on you, right? Sure. It happens often, actually. What kind of tech spies on you? Internet browsers, phones, office buildings, basically anything with a computer, camera, microphone, or antenna could be used to capture data about a person. Who captures it? Lots of people. Marketers, employers, hackers, Santa Cloud. The crane seemed to have missed the joke. Why would they want to capture it? Paulo turned serious. Well, if we're talking about apps, the publisher might want to use some of your demographics to provide you with a specific user experience or shoot ads your way. He grabbed his e-tank, pointed at it, and said, "See this Mega Man can?" The cranes didn't look at the can. They only continued to study Paulo. If the app I'm using discovers I drink this, it might send me a promo code for a 20-pack at half price, or emails about Mega Man in general. As if flowing out of an automated phone, Matter said, "What if it used it in another way?" The discussion had become an interrogation. Such as? What if the phone used the data against you?